All right, in this next section of this video, we're going to be talking about content blog affiliate marketing, creating your content. First of all, you need to choose wisely from the very beginning. Plans for monetization require you to plan well and stick to your plan. The hardest work is going to be at the start. Blogging is going to get easier once you have built momentum. So don't get discouraged like so many people do from the very start and say things just are not going, how I thought they were. This method of affiliate marketing is not going to be the quick cash coming in. It's going to take time. It's going to take consistency. But it's going to get easier as you build momentum. Now, once you have momentum, it's hard to change directions, and you need to understand this, and this is the reason why. Once you build a current audience, they may not like the change in direction and abandon you. And that's not something we want to happen. Also, changing your mind later means a lot of time and a whole lot of pain of going through the complete process of starting it and setting it all up. Remember, the hardest work is at the start. Generally, changing your mind means starting over and rebuilding from scratch. First impressions are always important. When somebody shows up to your blog, that new visitor shows up, as more content is developed and optimized, what is their very important first impression? What do they see? What's that feeling they get when they first show up? All these visitors are still untapped or not familiarized with you or with the advertising on your blog. To my mind, it's still about building a relationship with people through your content and your brand. So make sure that you're building up yourself and your brand, and to be able to do that, you've got to get them right away. That first impression has got to be something that they say, this is something that I need to continue reading. It takes time and dedication to build up a good blog, so don't get discouraged, like I said, from the very beginning. Keep it simple and keep it clean. Just because you can does not mean that you should. And we'll talk about that in just a second. Provide good, relevant, niche, specific, problem-solving content. When they show up to this blog, they need to find good content that they've expected to find and something that's going to serve them. Make it clear to your visitor what your blog site is about. Don't mislead them. Don't be using clever little titles and taglines just to generate interest to your blog that are not relevant and reveal nothing about the site's content. This is going to do nothing but frustrate that visitor, and they're never going to return. I found that clarity yields better results than cleverness. You want your visitor to find exactly what they came searching for. So if you're about, making money online, you want to focus on that, not focus on, just any other thing like dog breeds and everything else. First impressions, time well spent, and enjoyed some serious takeaway. That's what you want your visitor to show up. They might not buy from you that first time, but you want them to feel that that was time well spent and they took some serious takeaway home, and they're going to want to come back. Don't use little disposable content just to increase page views and ad impressions. Your goal should be to truly help your visitor that shows up to your blog, and my personal opinion is that anything else is wasting their time, and it's also wasting your time to create the content. I find that content-rich articles that really give some meat to the visitors are better at generating links and referrals and building traffic. Now, your writing style also matters. The style in which you write your blog post can greatly affect the readership of your blog. Write as if you personally know each person who is reading that blog. Work to develop a relationship with your readers so that they feel that they know you. By taking this time for them to get to know you, by you getting to know your readers, you will develop a loyal reader base for your blog, and this is what we're looking for. Be careful. Think credible expert versus friendship. You're going to make some friends along the way, but you want to come across as the credible expert, that go-to person that is going to help them solve their problems. When you show that you care and are interested in your readers, they will become loyal to reading your blog and will help you out by sharing your blog with people they know. This brings you more readers and ultimately more affiliate click-throughs, link click-throughs. So the more that people are happy, the more people they're going to recommend and the more traffic you're going to be getting. Look at your blog posts from the perspective of your readers. Read them. Make sure that you've got good content that you're providing for them. If it's something that you're not interested in, and you're not even excited about, why would anybody else? Write for readers and not the search engines. You're here to give a good experience to that reader. Yeah, you want the search engine to find it, but what good's all these clever little taglines and keywords and everything else do if you get that visitor there and they really don't find some really good meat, some good content? All right, there's 4 ways to create content. We're going to quickly go over these. First, write it yourself. This is probably the best method. After all, hopefully you're the expert. Hopefully you know about what you're talking about and writing about. Your personality is a good thing. You want people to get to know you and your personality. Drawback is that it is time consuming on your part. So an answer to that is being outsourcing. Now you can outsource pretty much all of your content. You can get short blog posts done for about $2 to $5 at places like articlez.com or odesk.com. Sometimes they might be a little bit more, but these are some good places to get some fairly inexpensive articles written. Look for writers who have strong portfolio. Ask for relevant writing samples similar to the type of article writing you need done. So in other words, if you're in the make money online, you don't want somebody to present you with an article as an example that in the dog niche. Make sure they can write about about your niche and that they know what they're talking about. Read them. If you want your blog posts to rank well, make sure they're good, solid content and written for readers first and foremost. Don't accept a bunch of crap. If it's not good, don't accept it. Ask for articles, not blog posts. Most will charge more if you say you need a blog post written. So just ask for an articles. You usually get them a little bit cheaper. Just as good. You can use a good article, turn it into a really nice blog post. Pros and cons of outsourcing content, your content writing. The advantages are you don't have to spend time doing the research. The time you save in having someone else do your writing is time you can spend marketing. The cost is actually very minimal. It's usually efficient and amazingly fast. You can pay only after you approve the work, depending on the business model. Places like Elance use an escrow system where you have to have money in escrow to get the work done. Disadvantages or the cons. The writer might not agree to your terms. If not, you keep looking. The writer or writer team may take longer than they or you anticipated. So maybe something come up in the writer's life that they weren't able to get the article done right when you needed it. The writer may not write English fluently, which you're going to have to take the time to rewrite anyways. If you're not savvy, you may end up with an amateur instead of a professional writer. The writer may not be as experienced in SEO as you need, so they're not good at making good titles and keywords. The writer may be excellent at SEO, but not good at writing for human beings, which we talked about. So you got those good keywords, good title, but the content really isn't anything anybody needed. Guest blogging. This is trade posting blog content with another blogger. Now this trade of message post is called guest blogging. The better you blog, the better guest opportunities you will have. So the better your blog, the better opportunities are going to come your way. Look for blogs that do not directly compete with each other for readers. When you do, you can become an added service to each other and to your respective readers. So let's say my blog is pretty much on work at home opportunities and making money online. I could find another blog that has to do with something similar or with a target audience that would like to hear about home money making opportunities, like a blog that deals with stay-at-home parents. Maybe it's stay-at-home mom blogs, stay-at-home single parent blogs, blogs for retired folks. People that are interested in making money opportunities that you can help them out with. You're not going to be looking for direct competition, those that are providing the same product. You want to provide a service to those that would be in need of that. You're going to swap guest posts. I write content on a blog with a buy link and backlink back to my own blog. The owner of the stay-at-home parents blog writes content on my blog with a byline and a backlink back to their blog. You now have access to the loyal readers of another blog, and they will have access to your blog. What's this generate? More traffic. Private label rights are the fourth one we're going to talk about, or PLR content. The benefits of PLR are amazing. First of all, it's a time saver, and who wouldn't want wouldn't want more time in their day? Writing, even though very worth it, can take a ton of time, and that time could be better spent elsewhere. It's inexpensive. PLR, for the cost that it's going to for PLR, is very inexpensive. It's easier on the wallet, and who doesn't like that? Flexibility, you can rewrite it, add your own spin and personality to it. It's profitable. You can turn it into blog posts with your affiliate links in it. So you can take this content and put your affiliate links and add them to your blog post. Focus on PLR reports in particular. Unlike PLR articles, private label rights reports make repurposing your content even easier, and it gets the most bang for your buck. So you get a whole report where you can do several articles or several blog posts for that blog to even do some more pre-selling. I hope you have enjoyed this Everyday Wealth video, and I look forward to more trainings.